What's cracking? It has been a freaking long time, and I apologize if you care. I apologize if you don't care. Why don't you care? I have been elbow deep, that is disgusting, in my work, in my relationship, and I have just neglected this channel, and I'm so sorry. But I do want to continue making videos. I'm feeling inspired. I kind of went through a moment where I was like, what the hell do I talk about? Help me. Today there's a few things. I can't be bothered to put on clothes. I don't really have a structure. I haven't filmed in a while, so if this is all over the place, I apologize again. And 3, I really need to get ready. So this is all gonna have to happen at the same time, okay? If you don't wanna watch me talk and touch my face, then like you best get gone, because that's what's gonna happen today. So today I really wanna talk about age, which I think is weird because I didn't really have a lot to say about age until this particular moment. But I feel like ever since I've been in my new job and I've been working at like a head office and it's a little bit more like corporate-y, I've kind of gotten to this place where I have experienced a lot of self-doubt and a lot of weird feelings about my age. It's so weird. And what's weird is a lot of people that I work with are super young. Like I would say the average age of the people that work at head office at Lululemon is actually quite young. The people that I work with are not that much older than me, but for some reason the distance of that not that much older than me just feels so big just because I happen to be the youngest. And I think it's like, it's not even the fact that people are way older than me or whatever, it's just that nobody is younger than me. And I think that's where that kind of like weird feeling of like, holy shit, do I have zero experience kind of comes in, you know what I'm saying? I could be making no freaking sense right now, but that's just how it's gonna be, my friend. I just want to come in here and chat about it because I went through like a phase of being like, oh my god, am I a child? And I feel like if other people relate to this, then perhaps it's semi-useful, you know what I'm saying? Let me know if you relate to this. I am, for lack of a better word, straddling the line of feeling like an adult and feeling like a child. Just to level set everybody, I am 23 years old, and half the time I'm like, damn, I'm a full-grown adult. I've seen some shit. And sometimes I'm like, did I just exit the womb 3 days ago? But it's just this weird feeling of, sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, like I've had some life, I've had some experience, I finished university, I've had a few jobs, whatever, I've gone through relationships, blah 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 blah, I've seen challenges, I'm sorry for flinging this around. But then sometimes I'm like, man, do I even have any experience? Where is it? I'm just wondering where it is. So anyways, I think it's this interesting stage of my life where this is my first real job, and it's the first thing that I don't feel 100% confident in. And what's interesting is, like, as scary as that is, it's also really exciting. I have something that I'm almost nervous to do because it's finally something that pushes me outside of my comfort zone and will be the bridge to a huge set of skills and learnings that I just didn't have before. So it actually is a really exciting time, besides the fact that I panic like every 5 seconds. Balance. But like, let me know if you experience that too, where you're just like, am I still a child? I don't know. I still live at home. My parents still make me dinner, which is nice. I'm an adult, but also don't let me go outside by myself. Okay, hold please. I straight up can't talk while I do my eyebrows. Sisters, not twins, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, back to the point. I feel like I've been experiencing these weird forms of self-doubt, especially like in places where you're just surrounded by people who just seem like they know what they're doing. Let me be clear, nobody really knows what they're doing, and I know that in my heart. But when you're in like a meeting room or you're in a call where people are just like, I've been here for 5 years, I'm talking and talking, I have experience, I'm doing all this stuff, I'm pitching great ideas, I just kind of like, don't look at me kind of thing. So I've been in my role for less than 6 months, and I've just been noticing that I've been doubting myself while nobody else, straight up nobody, cares how old I am. Not even one person. Get over yourself, Sam. Nobody cares. What I'm saying is everything is internal. I am literally manifesting this feeling for myself, and nobody else is saying anything. So if you're feeling this feeling, it's probably the same thing for you. And I think what really is happening is this feeling of imposter syndrome. And if you don't know what it is, Google it, but basically it is this feeling that you do not deserve or you don't belong in the role or the situation that you're in because you're not actually an expert. You're just waiting to get found out that you don't actually deserve the job, or you aren't actually equipped, or you're not skilled enough to be where you are. And let me tell you, everybody feels this way. Unless you are like, damn, I'm the freaking best, I guarantee you everybody feels this way. I guarantee you at some points your boss feels this way. Nobody feels 100% like this is my job, nobody else can do it better. And I feel like this imposter syndrome is just something that really puts you in this box of you're just waiting for something to hit the fan, and then it's kind of like an I told you so, like I'm an imposter, I don't belong here, you know? Straight up the only thing I can say to you is A, you're crazy, B, everyone feels it, and C, you're straight up offending the person that hired you, because I'm sure they hired you for a reason, and it wasn't because you're a fake expert. They hired you because you displayed the skills, you displayed the experience, you displayed XYZ that would make you a perfect fit for the job. And if you were an imposter, you'd have to be a damn good liar to convince somebody to hire you based on your fake skills, you know? So when you feel yourself thinking, wow, I'm just not experienced, I do not deserve this job, just remember those three things, because I have been there. I am there. I forgot to continue doing my makeup. Why didn't you tell me? And then there's this weird piece of, excuse me, don't do that, boss. Well, there's this weird piece of being like, okay, I just don't have experience. And maybe that's where this feeling of doubt and me thinking I am not equipped or I'm too young to have a role that I have. I think it's this weird in-between phase in your life where you think, okay, I have this job, but this is the first job that I've had in the industry that I want to be in. So really, I have no experience before this. But I think what we forget is that experience doesn't have to be a job, but at the same time, it can be any job. So two things. A, experience doesn't have to be a job. It can be the schooling that you did, the people you surrounded yourself with, the networking that you did, volunteer things that you did, projects that you had on the side. It can be anything and everything that you did since you popped out of that womb. Hold on, I need to wet my beauty blender. Okay, I'm back. Honestly, doing my makeup in a white robe, like what am I thinking? Anyways, what I was saying is experience can come in all shapes and sizes, and I think we get so caught up in thinking that it has to be a job and it has to have something with a title and all this stuff. And even if you didn't go to school, it can be as simple as this YouTube channel is for me. I'm pretty sure when I got hired, the first thing my boss did was freaking watch all my YouTube videos. So like, don't discredit yourself just because this is your first real job. You have done so much in your life, unless you were straight up sitting on the couch doing nothing, and if you were, then like kind of gold, you know? Then at the same time, I think that we don't give enough credit to our transition jobs. And what I mean by transition jobs is the jobs that you had that you wouldn't classify as a real job or wouldn't necessarily fall under the kind of path that you want to take with your career. So I'll use my example. I was an educator, which means I was a retail associate in stores. And to me, that didn't really follow the path of where I saw myself going after university. As much as I love clothes, I didn't really want to sell them for the rest of my life, but I would consider that my transition job, and I would 100% consider that experience that was relevant to where I am now and where I want to be. I may not want to sell clothes for the rest of my life, but I do want to have social skills. I want to be able to connect with people. I want to be able to handle tough conversations, learn how to give feedback, work within a team, XYZ, and I did all those things in my transition job, and those added to my list of skills, my list of experiences, and that is why I am here now. So if you ever get stuck in this weird feeling of I don't have any experience, I don't belong in the job that I have. Holy shit, I almost dropped that on my robe. Just remember that everything counts as experience, and this is a really good look for me. I'm using my phone screen as a mirror right now, and it could go horribly wrong, so pray for me. Also, another thing I want to talk about is the fact that I think we get so caught up in what we don't know versus what we do know, and we forget that there will never be a time in your life where you know everything. There will never be a time in your life where there's nothing you don't know and you've gotten to this point like, wow, I just know everything. I have every experience under my belt. I'm telling you right now, every CEO out there or president or whatever is still learning as they go. So don't put all this pressure on yourself to have all these skills and to know everything and feel shitty when you don't know something or have to learn how to do it, because legit I have to remind myself every single day that nobody knows everything. And the more you get caught up in what you don't know, the less time you're actually using to learn it, you know? Not knowing stuff is a freaking gift. How are you going to recognize that you're not skilled in a place and go and learn it? Because that is a skill in itself, recognizing that you don't know everything. And if you think you know everything, I'm telling you right now, you don't, okay? I'm not trying to start a fight here, but you don't. And then kind of the last thing I wanted to talk about, this video was all over the place, and like I apologize, but also I kind of like just coming on here and talking about what's on my mind and shooting the shit with you guys, even though nobody's talking to me back. I mean, like, I'm sitting in my room by myself, you know? If you ever feel stupid in front of somebody who's older than you or has been with a company longer than you or is in a higher position than you, I think we forget that everybody was where we are right now. If somebody is here and we're here, they had to have been here to get there. You thinking that you're stupid it is in a way invalid because everyone will recognize that's where I was and everyone's just doing their own thing at their own time, you know? So just like remember that. Like you are not the first person to not know something. Trust me. I did not time this video right with my makeup, but I think I'm almost done-ish. Anyways, you guys, that's really all I wanted to say today. I mean, like, I just wanted to come on here and chat with you and kind of talk about what has been going on for me and what I'm trying to hold myself accountable to remembering. And hopefully if you're feeling the same way, or if you do feel the same way, one day in the future, you'll be able to refer this video and be like, you know what, I'm doing fine. Because it is an awkward stage in your life. It's like adult puberty. Anyways, thanks for listening to me blabber while I put on my makeup. This has been a hoot and a half, and I really hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your year. I have no idea when I'm gonna post this, so maybe I shouldn't have said that. Like, who knows if it's 2020 right now, you know? Please let me know what you want to see, what topics you want to talk about, because I have so much to say about things, but sometimes I just find it hard picking a topic, you know? I just need some help. Like, help me. Oh my god, I almost forgot highlight. You didn't tell me what the damn? Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, all over, baby. Okay, let me know what you want to see down below. Okay, bye.